Hello everyone, this is Nitish and we have started an initiative called Plum Series, which is Prelims Level Up MCQ series. Here we discuss 5 MCQs daily and this will help you in your UPSC preparation. Today is episode number 32 and I am dealing with Economics MCQ. Before starting this class, I would like you to please subscribe the channel and also like and comment on videos. These contents are free of cost, so for test series and foundation video, you can contact to Vice Sir on WhatsApp 7200 So let's begin. Today's MCQ number 1 is, in the context of Indian Depository Receipt, consider the following. Statement number 1. It allows domestic investor to invest in equity of companies of other foreign countries. Statement number 2. An Indian depository receipt is denominated in Indian rupee. Which of the statement given above is or are correct, which means that you have to identify the correct statement. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So I will give you 10 seconds. Try to answer this question and write it in the comment section. So the answer will be C, that is both 1 and 2, which means that the statement number 1 and statement number 2 both are correct. Now let's look at the explanation. Before going to the statement, first we should know what is depository receipt. So depository receipt is a financial instrument representing certain securities like shares, bonds which are issued by the company or entity in a foreign jurisdiction. So as we know what is depository receipt, now let's look at the statement. As I told you that the statement number 1 is correct because the security of a firms are deposited with a domestic custodian in the firm domestic jurisdiction and a corresponding depository receipt is issued abroad which can be purchased by the foreign investor. That is the explanation of statement number 1. Now as I told earlier that statement number 2 is also correct. A foreign company can access Indian security market for raising fund through the issue of Indian depository receipt. This is a very important statement. And Indian depository receipt is an instrument dominated in Indian rupees in the form of depository receipt created by domestic depository against the underlying equity of issuing company to enable foreign companies to raise funds from the Indian security market, which is the explanation of statement number 2. As I already told that Indian depository receipt is dominated in the Indian rupees. That's why the statement number 1 and statement number 2 both are correct. Now, we look at MCQ number 2. Consider the following statement regarding GDP deflator, which means that if you know the concept of GDP deflator, you can easily answer this question. GDP deflator is a measure of level of prices of all new domestically produced final goods and services in an economy in a year. Statement number 2. Unlike the CPI, GDP deflator is based on fixed baskets of goods and services. When GDP deflator is negative, it necessarily means that there is inflation in the economy. Which of the above statement is or are correct, which means that you have to find the correct statement regarding GDP deflator. 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 only, and 1 and 2 only. I will give you 10 seconds. Try to answer this question and write it in the comment section. So the answer is C, that is 1 only, which means that only statement 1 is correct and the rest 2 statements are incorrect. Now let's look at the explanation. In economics, we know that GDP deflator, because those who read the basic books, they know what is GDP deflator. So GDP deflator is the measure of level of prices of all new domestically produced final goods and services in an economy in a year. That is the statement number 1. Like the consumer price index, the GDP deflator is a measure of price inflation or deflation with respect to a specific base year, which means that with respect to a specific base year, GDP deflator helps us to measure the price inflation or deflation. The GDP deflator is a more comprehensive inflation measure than the CPI index because it isn't based on fixed basket of goods. As I told you in my economics videos classes, those who watch those videos, they can know that CPI index in CPI index we have fixed basket of goods, but in GDP deflator there is not fixed basket of goods. That's why GDP deflator is considered as more comprehensive inflation measure than the CPI index. When GDP deflator is negative, nominal GDP is less than the real GDP. It means that there is a deflation in the economy. That's why the statement number 2 and statement number 3 is incorrect and statement number 1 is correct, due to which the answer is C. Now move on to MCQ number 3. Harit Ayakar is an initiative of National Highway Authority of India, Wildlife Institute of India, Central Board of Direct Taxes, and Reserve Bank of India. This question is based on your current affairs, so try to answer this question and write in the comment section. So the answer will be C, that is Central Board of Direct Taxes, which means that Harit Ayakar is an initiative of Central Board of Direct Taxes. Harit, each letter is in caps lock, which means that each letter has some word, which means full form. So let's look in the explanation. Harit full form is Haryali Achievement Resolution by Income Tax. This initiative is launched by Central Board of Direct Taxes, as I already told you, and the objective behind this initiative is to increase the green cover by planting trees and creating microforest in and around income tax department building and other public areas. Further, the department would continue to welcome dignitaries at events and programs organized by it with potted plants or a single stalk of flower. The first of such microforests have been inaugurated near Atari border in Punjab. So this is the explanation of this question, and you should be aware what is Harit Ayakar initiative. Now look at MCQ number 4. With reference to electronic negotiable warehouse receipt, that is ENWR, consider the following statements. The negotiable warehouse receipt system was launched in 2011, allowing the transfer of ownership of a commodity stored in warehouse without having to deliver it physically. Statement number 2. Electronic negotiable warehouse receipts are issued in negotiable form, making them eligible as collateral. The Reserve Bank of India regulates the entire operation under NWR. Which of the above statement are correct? Which means that you have to find the correct statement. 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. I will give you 10 seconds. Try to answer this question and write it in the comment section. So its answer will be A, that is the statement 1 and 2 are correct. Now let's look at the explanation. Negotiable warehouse receipt system was launched in 2011, allowing the transfer of ownership of a commodity stored in the warehouse without having to deliver it physically. That is the statement number 1, which is correct. These receipts are issued in negotiable form, making them eligible as collateral. This has been enabled by enabling the financing of warehouse receipt through Warehouse Development and Regulation Act 2007. The Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority regulates the entire operation under NWR. That's why the statement number 3 is wrong, because here the Reserve Bank of India is mentioned. But the answer will be Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority. Now move on to MCQ number 5. Regarding the currency deposit ratio, which of the following statement is incorrect? So here you have to find the incorrect statement. Statement number A, it shows the amount of currency held by public as a proportion of bank deposit. It reflects people's preference for saving in banks. An increase in currency deposit ratio will lead to decrease in money multiplier. And statement number D is currency deposit ratio depends on seasonal pattern of expenditure. So here you have to identify the incorrect statement regarding currency deposit ratio. So try to answer this question in 10 seconds and write it in the comment section. So its answer will be option number B, which means that option number B is the incorrect statement. Now look at the explanation. Statement number A is correct because the currency deposit ratio shows the amount of money that people hold as a proportion of aggregate deposit, which means that the bank deposit. It is the relationship between the amount of cash a person holds and the amount of money he or she maintains in the readily accessible bank account such as checking account. That's why the statement number A is correct. That is, it shows the amount of currency held by public as a proportion of bank deposit, as I told you. Now, statement number B is incorrect because the currency deposit ratio does not reflect people's preference for saving. On the contrary, it shows people preference for liquidity, that is the amount that they would hold in the form of currency in proportion to bank deposit. That's why the statement number B is incorrect. Statement number C is correct as increase in currency deposit ratio leads to decrease in money multiplier. What is money multiplier? I already explained in my economics video series. An increase in cash deposit ratio means people holding cash more in hands and depositing less, thus leading to decrease in money multiplier. While an increase in deposit rate will induce depositors to deposit more, thereby leading to decrease in cash deposit ratio. This will in turn lead to rise in money multiplier. That's why the statement number C is also correct. An increase in currency deposit ratio will lead to decrease in money multiplier. Now, the last statement, which is the D, is also correct because the currency deposit ratio is purely a behavioral parameter which depends among other things on the seasonal pattern of expenditure. For example, CDR increases during the festive season as people convert deposit to cash balance for meeting extra expenditure during such period. That's why the statement number D is also correct. So the answer is B, which is incorrect statement. I hope you like this session. So the next episode will come tomorrow. So please subscribe and stay tuned.